Well, there's only one thing we can do now. And I'll be very honest with you. This is the part that makes me very stressed. Um, but we're going to do it together, right? And we'll probably make this 2 episodes, you know. Um, we'll do this together. We're going to make it through. I'm going to make it through. So, we'll start by putting the fan back in. Um, perhaps one of the screws was loose, and that's why it was rattling. I don't see any obstructions or any reason for it to rattle. So it had a cable weaved in here. So I put that cable back in. And I connect the fan Okay, so I've connected the fan back into the circuit board. Now I'm going to use, there was different screws to keep the fan in. You know, versus everything else. So we're going to screw that back in. Okay. Now for the next screw. Now this fan has 3 screws actually. Screw number 2 is done. Now screw number 3. You're probably wondering, I don't know. What are you wondering? What's something when people ask that always just confounds you? Or not confound necessarily, but, well, here, I'll give an example for me. And I think part of this is because I simply think much too much about things than I should. I can get completely stuck on someone's social cue, or I can I do believe that I'm missing a screw. Well, maybe not. Oh, and before I screw these in, I should plug in the battery. I'm gonna unscrew this. Okay, I'm just coaxing the battery back in the connector. That looks pretty well connected. Oh, so you know what? I bet one of the screws from the battery is, if it's not there, it's probably from this top panel. That would make sense. So let's look at the top panel. So where the battery compartment is, there are 0 screws. Okay, don't be worried. I'm not worried. The inventor of the 4-screw system, actually, it was revolutionary because the previous 2-screw system held things in place really well. The 1-screw system, things would rotate, no good. 2-screw system, things would stay really well. It was revolutionary, right? But the 3-screw system had a redundancy, so you could lose a screw and still have 2 screws. But that left a really big problem. Can you guess what it is? Yeah. I'm guessing you probably guessed it. Oh, there it is. Ha! Where did it come from? It just like appeared. Okay, we are home free now. I don't know where that came from. Anyways, James Screw would have been happy. That was his name. But the inventor of the 4-screw system, you know, he did something really amazing. Whereas other people before him were happy with the single screw redundancy theorem, as it was called, with the 1 screw, James Screw invented a 4-screw, everything is connected. Everything is connected. Oh, well, cheers. Yes, he invented the 4-screw system for a very simple reason. And that reason is, what do you do if you lose 1 screw? Because with the 2-screw system, you could lose 1 screw. That's okay. But what if you... Okay, so what if you lost 1 screw? I guess that's okay. But what if you lose 2 screws? I'm sure you're seeing what would happen now, right? If you lost 2 screws, well, then it could rotate again. That's no good. That's just what we were trying to avoid, actually. But yes, 4-screw system means you can lose means you can lose 2 screws and it'll still be stuck great. 3 screws, you can lose them. It's still going to be there. It might rotate a little. Okay. And now we do these screws for over here. Now, of course, the sad ending to the 4-screw story was James Screw was his name. He tried to invent a 5-screw system, but couldn't exactly figure it out. He ended up completely losing his mind, actually. Poor guy. He just couldn't get the theorems right. He was trying to figure out. He's like, there's some way to put 5 screws into an object. But he couldn't figure it out. Well, he lost his mind. And everyone around him, they said, poor James. He's gone kind of screwy. That's what they said, because that's where it was invented. Because they were talking about him trying to invent 5-screw system. Okay, excuse me as I check and see where the small screw went. So there's captive screws. Okay. Sorry about that. I'd like to be an expert, but not yet. Actually, as much as I love this, I don't know if I'd ever want to go into computer repair as a job, because they're very expensive. Computers are. Boy, yeah, so I got that piano. I decided, since I'm going to be stuck in a room just doing homework all the time, that the piano, I'm sorry, someone keeps texting me. I decided that the piano would need a name so that we could talk and hang out. So I texted my friend, asked him for names. Next thing I know, I have a piano named Cassidy. And I was like, I don't know. Then I started using it. It's pretty good. It's kind of funny. My throat's been hurting, and so I've worked really hard to try and have it not hurt. I don't know how to do that really, but I'm doing all this stuff. Well, what do you know? I do this video and like completely heard it again. Anyways, last we have the CD drive assembly. Okay. And the hold screw for the CD disk drive. I just don't understand. Okay. Are you guys ready? We're gonna try and turn it on. I am so unbelievably not ready. But let's get you behind the computer here with me. Howdy. Sorry to get so up close and personal with you, but we'll get this figured out in no time. Okay. Oh. Hey. Ah. Well, guys, I was worried about this. The computer still works. The fan, probably gonna need to buy a new fan if it keeps making noises. That's like $15 though, so that should be okay. But why does it make noise? Will a new one be any better? These are things I don't know. But that's okay. There's a lot in life we don't know. So stay safe. Wash your hands. I don't know what else to say. Maybe get a cup of tea sometime on me. Just find me, and then I'll get you the cup of tea. Yeah. We don't have any screws left over. I mean, I won't hold this out anymore because I know you guys are busy. I as well. Totally busy. I've got so many parties to go to, of course, right? Not even I'm not saying that because I think it was a joke. Because I'm stuck inside and all my friends are in other places. I think my computer's, hey, check this out. Anyways, yeah, it's totally good. So, I mean, thanks for coming through this with me. Maybe we should do it again sometime when I replace the fan, except maybe we can do it faster, if that would make you feel better. But here we are, conquering our fears. Look, I could just use this green screen behind me and make it like the top of Mount Everest or something. We'll conquer that next. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You guys are great. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you. My computer works, if you see. So I still wouldn't follow this as a tutorial, even though it worked for me. Might not work for you. I don't want to be the reason that your computer doesn't work. I would feel very bad. It would be hard for me to fall asleep at night. So anyways, have a wonderful day. I will see you later. Goodbye. Now where's the button to turn it off? Oh, there it is. Just recording. Okay, yeah, it's recording. Guys, it's still buzzing, my fan. I was hoping I could tell you it was better, but it's not. Sorry for this sad update. Here, I'll put you close to the fan noise. Maybe you can hear it. I don't know, but, well, cheers. May your fans run well, even when mine don't.